Assalamualaikum everyone. I hope that you all are fine, healthy, safe, and you're doing good. Okay. So today I am here to carry on with previous topic, that is food and digestion. Okay. In the last class, we studied in detail about carbohydrates. What are carbohydrates? What are different types of carbohydrates? Right? So, in this class, we will learn about proteins and fats, two things. So, today we are going to finish all of our study related to macronutrients. All right. So, basically, let me recall the previous lessons regarding food and digestion. Previously, I told you that there are some types of nutrients which are called macronutrients. They include carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Okay, and carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, they are basic fuel of for energy, and they supply energy to our bodies. All right. So today, let me share with you my screen so that you can see all my slides. Now I hope that you all are able to see my slides. Okay, so basic topic is again food and digestion, the main topic. It's food and digestion, and as you can see from this picture, there are meat and there are lentils and there are eggs. So something fishy is around the corner. So today we are going to study bit in detail about proteins and fats. So this slide, it tells you about macronutrients. There are three basic macronutrients: carbs, fats, and proteins. And all these three macronutrients, they actually supply you with energy. Okay, so let me share a fun fact here with you. All of you might have heard the word calories. Okay, calories is a unit in which we measure energy of different nutrients, that which nutrient provide us with how much amount of energy. So we measure energy in calories, and the abbreviation of calories is KCAL, kcal. Okay, so the fun fact which I want to share is that carbs and proteins both have almost same amount of calories which they produce. When 1 gram of carbs is digested, it provides you with 4 calories. All right. And when 1 gram of protein is digested, it again provide you with 4 calories. Okay. But when 1 gram of fat is digested, it almost provides you the double the amount of calories, that are 9 cal. Okay, 9 calories. So carbs and proteins, they provide you 4 calories per gram, and fats, they provide you 9 calories per gram. So let's move to the next slide. This was just an introduction of our lesson. Okay, so again we have a collaborative board over here. Uh, you already have studied in very detail about carbohydrates. You know all the facts of carbohydrates. All right. So in the next slide, I want you to add some of the fun facts about carbohydrates. Actually, I'm not able to see this page there. Maybe it's not sharing properly. Let me share again. I hope that now you are able to see my screen. Yes, now you will be able to see my screen. Now I am presenting. All right. So this is actually the slide which I was talking about. Not this one. Now I'll show you. This one here. Fun facts about carbohydrates. So on this slide, you will, in the previous lesson, you have studied about carbohydrates. Now let's recall your prior knowledge and let's discuss that how much you know about carbohydrates. Okay. So on this board, you are required to add anything related to carbohydrate, anything which you remember from previous lesson, any picture which you want to share again. Okay. Any thing. For example, you will add your answers here in this comment section, and then you will post again like I told you in the previous class. For example, carbohydrates are sugars. This is my very first post. Okay, so when you will post it, a sticky note is going to appear right over here. Okay, I can like this sticky note as well. When I'll read it, I'll like it. You can also like other people's sticky notes. Okay, so again I'm telling you that this is a part of your classwork. I'm going to save its screenshots with me, so I recommend each and everyone to post any fact about carbohydrates which you know. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. I'm sorry, my laptop is a bit slow and I have a slow internet connection. That's why it's taking a bit time to load.
Let's begin to understand
Okay, so here we have a video, but in
what
this
is
video
going
I
in our
haven't
bodies. What are
added any
macronutrients?
questions,
Carbohydrates
surprisingly. Um, I'd like everyone to watch this video very carefully. Guys,
proteins,
these
fats.
videos are
Carbohydrate
added into
provides
my
4
lessons so
calories per
that you
gram.
can watch
Protein provides 4
and
calories
you
per
can
gram, and fat
understand better.
provides 9
Okay,
calories.
so this video actually shows you about macronutrients and their importance. Okay,
calories per gram.
the importance
Let's
of
break them down.
macronutrients in the form of
Carbohydrates.
points.
Gotta
So
have
these,
them. The body's
watching
main
these
source of
videos,
fuel and
it's
easy to
very
use.
important.
Every cell in the
Okay,
body
so
can use
please
glucose
don't
derived from
miss watching it.
carbohydrates for
Watch
energy.
it
Certain
carefully and then
carbohydrates
go to
help
the
with
next
waste
slide.
and
Okay,
elimination.
because
Have you
it's
learned
I
about
am
fiber?
actually
Get emancipated from
watching a
being
preview.
constipated.
So in previews, we are not able to play the videos. The videos are not played. So this is
Protein.
preview
Got
mode,
muscles?
but
You need
you will not watch it in preview mode. It will be learning mode. So in that mode, you can watch the video. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. Now again here we are going to have a slide. So let's dig deeper into proteins. As you can see from the pictures, there is milk, there are certain grains, there are almonds, there is salmon, there are eggs, there is chicken, there is mutton, there is beef. Okay, so all these things, these are proteins, different sources of proteins. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. Now, what are proteins, guys? Proteins are large, complex molecules composed of small units known as amino acids. Okay, so in other words, you can say that the smallest unit of a protein from which a protein is made up of, uh, that unit is amino acid. All right, and an amino acid is actually a molecule. Okay, and that molecule contains carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen in it. Okay, so it's a molecule, and when multiple amino acids join together, they form different chains, long chains, short chains of proteins, and those chains are actually known as proteins. Okay, they have different functions in our bodies. So proteins, they are primary source of nitrogen in our diet. There are 20 different types of amino acids present. It means that there are 20 different types of proteins. There are different types of proteins, guys. The proteins in salmon, they are different from the proteins obtained from chicken. The proteins which are in chicken, they are different from the proteins obtained from beef. Okay, the proteins which are in beef, they are not present in mutton. Okay, so every type of source of protein is different because it has different types of proteins. And why they are different? Because of the different structure. Okay, because of the difference in arrangement of these amino acids, okay, in chain like structures. So there are different types of proteins, hence there are different types of 20 different types of amino acids. Okay, it's essential component of body cells, tissues and fluids. So it means that if our tissues, if our cells, they need repair, then proteins will be provided to the cells in order to repair them. Do you know a fun fact about proteins? That our immune system, it also has proteins. The antibodies which are present in our own body for our safety, for our defensive mechanism, those are proteins. Okay, so this is a fun fact about proteins. Everyone should know these factors. Now, building blocks of bones, muscles, hair, skin, and virtually every other body part. Okay, so proteins are the basic structural component present in our body and our tissues. All right, in they are present in muscles, they are present in bones, they are present in skin, in hair, in nails. All right, every part of your body contains proteins. Okay, so proteins are very important. So next slide, I guess it's a video actually. That's why it's taking a bit time to load. Right. So this in this video you are going to know about, as it is shown from the thumbnail, that you will know more about the functions of proteins. Okay, different functions of proteins, and those functions which I have discussed just now with you, they are actually explained in detail in this video. So do watch this video. Now we move to the next slide. Please watch this video very carefully so that you understand. And if you need any assistant, if you need any help, if you don't understand anything, then please let me know. Please tell me. Please ask questions from me. Okay, I will never uh, scold you for asking me questions. You can ask questions from me. In fact, I am that kind of person who scolds on not asking questions. Okay, I like your class participation. Until unless you don't participate in class, how am I going to know that you are learning something from these lessons or not? Because all of you will undergo cat 1 in September, inshallah, when we'll resume face to face learning. So please, and this chapter is the main chapter which will be included in your cats. So don't take it lightly, don't take these classworks lightly. These questions, these are very important. They are important for your learning, and they are important for your grades as well. Okay, so please answer these questions carefully, and you can take assistance from internet. It's available for you. You can take assistance from your books. If not books, then you can take assistance from my slides. And if you get answers from nowhere, you can directly send me a WhatsApp message. I will answer you and clear all your queries. Okay, but don't leave anything unanswered or any query left. Okay, I want everyone to understand everything, because in my lessons, every I'll like you to know that my cats and my papers and my assessments are in such a pattern that until unless you don't understand the concepts which I am trying to deliver to you, you won't be able to perform good in my assessments. Okay, so if you don't understand anything, you are free to ask me any question you want. Okay, so here we have a question that describes the major functions of proteins. Major functions are described in the video earlier, and in this on this page, I'd like you to write in the form of paragraph or notes, or in the form of points. Okay, as you like. So let's move to the next slide. Now we are done with proteins. We know much about proteins, what was needed. Now we are going to dig deeper about fats. What are fats? Usually, when we hear about this word fats, this comes up in our minds that fats, motapa, and motapa is something else. Here we are talking about the nutrient fat. Okay, so if someone has a condition of obesity, for example, I have condition of obesity, and you might think that I am fat. So I am fat, but these fats are different from those which are my fats. Okay, so fats are actually some chemicals, some nutrients. They are essential for your body. Please never ever think those who are fat and those who are not fat, who are thin, none of you should think that fats are bad for us. Okay, fats are necessary part of nutrients, but you need to take fats in a limited portion. Okay, in our diet there are supposed to be almost 15 to 25% fats. Okay, we need this amount. But actually, when someone becomes obese का मतलब होता है मोटा होना. कोई बंदा मोटा हो, ओबेसिटी इसके लिए हम साइंटिफिक टर्म यूज करते हैं, OBESITY। ओके। जो बंदा मोटा होता है वो मोटा इसलिए नहीं होता बिकॉज वो फैट्स ज्यादा खा रहा है, ठीक है। मोटा इंसान इसलिए होता है क्योंकि वो अच्छे फैट्स नहीं खा रहा। There are two types of fats. Some are good fats, some are bad fats. Just like carbohydrates. There were some good carbohydrates, there were some bad carbohydrates. Okay? So there are certain things which, if we keep on eating it, we won't get conditions like obesity. Okay? Although there are some persons who are genetically obese, बचपन से जो लोग मोटे होते हैं, दैट इज एन एक्सेप्शन। ओके, उनकी जेनेटिक मेकअप ऐसा होता है कि उनमें वो इनहेरिटेड फैट होता है जो आता है। बट उसके अलावा जो लोग बड़े होके विद द पैसेज ऑफ टाइम इन द ग्रोथ पीरियड वो मोटे हो जाते हैं, वो इसलिए मोटे होते हैं क्योंकि वो ज़्यादा बैड फैट्स कंज्यूम कर रहे होते हैं और गुड फैट्स कम कंज्यूम कर रहे होते हैं। नाउ हियर आई विल गिव यू एन एग्जांपल of good fats and bad fats. I am sure that all of you should know that what are good fats and bad fats. Good fats, healthy fats. Good fats are the fats which are extracted from plants, which are extracted from animals, which are not man made, which are not synthesized in factories. Okay? All those fats which are naturally present in anything, they, all those fats are good fats, believe you. For example, the fish oil, you might have heard fish oil eggs, बच्चों को देते हैं, वो छोटे छोटे eggs होते हैं, when they are growing in age they eat fish oil eggs. It gives you energy because fats are a great source of energy. Fats provide 90 kcals, 9, sorry, not 90, 9 kcals per gram. When 1 gram of fat is broken down in your body, it provides you with 9 calories. So it's a huge amount of calories. Okay? So fats are not bad, but there are certain fats which should not consume. Means if we will consume them, then it will be dangerous for us. It will be harmful for us. All right. So again, there is going to be a video on this slide, and I'd like everyone to watch this video very carefully. Okay. And because this video tells about different functions of fats in our body. Okay. Let me ask you, what could be the function of fats? Very first function, insulation. Okay. Fats are there in your body for insulation. Some of you might think
In
fats
this video,
होते
we
क्यों
are
हैं?
going to
For
discuss
example,
the
I
functions
am fat, I am
of
obese.
fats.
So I used to think when I was a child
So
that
what is
why do fats exist? Why do we need them? जरूरत ही नहीं थी, ना होते ना इतनी प्रॉब्लम्स होती, ठीक है। बट एक्चुअली इट इज आवर डाइट विच इज रॉन्ग। ओके, फैट्स बुरे नहीं होते, हमारी डाइट बैलेंस नहीं होती जो हम खा रहे होते। अल्लाह ताला ने हमारी बॉडी को इस तरीके से बनाया है कि हम अगर हर चीज को मॉडरेशन में खाएं तो उस चीज के हार्मफुल इफेक्ट्स हमारे ऊपर नहीं होंगे। बट इफ वी ईट इट इन एक्सेस और इफ वी डोंट ईट इट एट ऑल, for example, some people who suffer from obesity, they go on different types of crash diets. Okay, in that those diets they totally skip carbohydrates from their diet, or they totally skip fat from their diet, or some people they go on liquid diets and this diet and that diet, all blah blah blah. There are many diets which are there just in order to control obesity. But the basic thing which you should follow is this, that you should eat healthy, eat fruits, eat vegetables, eat nuts, eat anything which is naturally present, and avoid everything which is artificially made. For example, burgers, for example, pizzas, for example, cheese, all right, for example, margarines, for example, spreads, chocolate. All these are sources of bad fats. Okay, so all the fats which are processed, which are man made, all those fats are bad fats. All those fats which are naturally present, they are good fats. Even ghee, desi ghee is a very good source of fat. And again, a fun fact which I'd like to share with you is this: that our brain is made up of 90% of fats. So in order to maintain our mental activity, we need fats, our body need fats, but in a moderated amount. Okay, so this slide shows us different sources of fats. For example, eggs, dairy products, meats, fish, nuts, vegetable oils, olives, avocados. Different sources of fats. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. Again, I've told you about this good fats and bad fats. Okay, so the facts on fat. This is a slide which I have added from American Heart Association. Okay, it actually tells you what you should eat, what should you should limit, and what you should not eat, avoid it. So love it, they say. Unsaturated fats. Unsaturated fats are the fats which are present in oils. Okay, in nuts, in meat. It's a type of fat, unsaturated. You will study that in detail when you will go in inshallah 8th class or 9th class. Then the unsaturated fats, they lower the rate of cardiovascular diseases. What are cardiovascular diseases? Anything related to your heart, any disease related to your heart, or which can cause death. Mortality means death. Lowers bad cholesterol level and triglycerides. Triglycerides and cholesterol, these are two things which are present in our body. In our body, fats are present in the form of triglycerides or cholesterol. Okay, so these are the basic units of fat. Uh, Good fats, or the unsaturated fats, or the fats from these sources, which are below the love it sign, these lower the bad cholesterol from your body. Okay, and it provide essential fats to your body which are needed for our body. Okay, limit the fats. What types of fats should be limited? Saturated fats. Saturated fats are again a different type of fat, which are all the fats which are in solid form, like cream, like cheese, like butter. Okay, like pepperonis. So, because why should we limit it? Because they increase your rate of having a heart attack or any heart problem or heart condition. Okay, and they raise the bad cholesterol level in your body. Actually, when the bad cholesterol or the bad fats in your body, it increases up to a certain limit, they create problems for your body. Okay, uh, they give, you can feel indigestion, you cannot walk properly. Okay, your breathing rate increases after running or after walking. Okay, so this all is because of having bad more amount of bad fats in your body, and they increase in your blood level. So the blood, it becomes very thick. Because it becomes thick, that's why it cannot pass from heart in the proper way, in the way it should pass. Okay, so that's saturated fats, they increase these risks. So limit saturated fats, don't omit, limit. Okay, lose it means no, say no to these fats. all donuts, coconut oil, cakes, all the fats which are present in these, uh, basically all the fats which are man-made fats, avoid those fats, because again they increase the risk of heart diseases and they increase bad cholesterol level in your body. Okay, so lose this fat, avoid it. Now again, there is a video over here which is going to tell you, when you'll watch this video, you will come to know about some good fats and some bad fats. So watch this video carefully. Then I have an open-ended question for you here. Differentiate differentiate between saturated and unsaturated fats. Okay, I have also told you, and you can see the previous slides and watch the previous video very carefully in order to answer this question. And you have to also name the sources of good fats and bad fats. Okay, so what are good fats, what are bad fats, you have to name the sources. You can make a table somewhere else and paste it over here, or you can just add it in the form of bullet points and then post it. Okay, now we have a poll. I have a poll for you. Was this lesson useful or not? Did you enjoy it or not? If yes, then a thumbs up, and if not, then a thumbs down. So, if you didn't enjoy it, then you should watch it again. You will enjoy it. Okay. So that, then again, the next slide will is going to be a question. What have you learned in this lesson? Anything. Anything which you think that you have learned from the lesson which we have gone through today, you can tell us about that thing in this lesson. Okay, give a brief description, and then thank you for your attention. Okay, and don't forget to eat right. Actually, I am adding this slide talking about all the nutrients and everything, all the related stuff from related to nutrients. So that's why I, at the end of the slide, I say that eat right, so that you should get to know that what you should eat and what you should avoid. Okay, so thank you so much. Again, I'm saying that if you don't understand anything, if still there are some queries which I expect that there will be, please ask me questions. You can ask me anytime. Okay, try to ask questions in the daytime, please. And please again, don't went by the questions. Answer the questions in a proper way. Consider them your classwork. I have added them in over there in the form of your classwork. Okay, so you are supposed to answer them accordingly. All right, I am going to keep a record of it. Maybe I'll return to you as well after checking them. So thank you so much for today's lesson. I hope that you understood everything. If you haven't, then ask me questions. Take care. Allah Hafiz.